अमृत घट में ऐसा हिंदुस्तान हूँ। राजनीति के दलदल में चाणक्य वंश कहलाता हूँ, सरस्वती के संसद पद का राजहंस कहलाता हूँ, केसर का मैं भाल तिलक हूँ, वीर चरण का वंदन हूँ, अमर जवान ज्योति का चंदन आलिंगन अभिनंदन हूँ। उत्सर्ग शहीदी क्रांति ज्वाल मैं बलिदानों की खान हूँ, रग रग में उमड़े रक्त ज्वार मैं ऐसा हिंदुस्तान हूँ। रानी झांसी और शिवा की गाथा का गुणगान हूँ, खाड़ी की कुर्बानी हूँ मैं कन्या का बलिदान हूँ, मेवाड़ धरा का जौहर हूँ, राणा की आन बान हूँ और हाड़ों की धरती का गौरव कुंभा का अभिमान हूँ। भगत राजगुरु सुखदेव जैसे प्रणवीरों की खान हूँ और शत्रु विश्व के कांप उठे मैं ऐसा हिंदुस्तान हूँ, मैं ऐसा हिंदुस्तान हूँ।
Looks like guest is just arrived, so he should be walking in a few minutes. Thank you.
Lovely one picture on YouTube. ఇంకా చేయొచ్చు. అన్ని కలిసే చేస్తారు.
Okay.
All yours.
All the VIPs, all my నిలబడతాను అక్కడ నుండి ముందు ఇస్తారు నాకు మీరందరూ అక్కడ నుంచి
Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening. It is a pleasure to have you this evening over here to celebrate the farewell reception for our outgoing Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, Mr. Sudhakar Dalera. So I really appreciate you taking time and coming this evening. I'm Dr. Anjupri and I will be emceeing the event. On behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome you all and really appreciate your presence here this evening. So now I would request the chief guest, Mr. Dalera, to come and honor this head table. Next, NCIA President Mrs. Naina Desai, please come and join our chief guest on the table. Mr. Satish Vemna, coordinator for the event, please join sir here. Mrs. Pramila Gupta, Padma Gupta ji, please join us on the table. Shekhar Tiwari ji, it will be an honor to have you on the head table with us. Please join us.
Entire audience here. So, do you realize that? The program is for the audience, it's not for the camera.
Shekhar Tiwari ji, please join us on the head table.
Like on this side, on the back side, you can't observe.
Shekhar ji, please. I would request the guests to please take their seats. Thank you very much. And today, various community leaders and friends have gathered here to join us for this special celebration of Mr. Sudhakar Dalela ji is going to Bhutan, joining as an ambassador over there. And we are here to celebrate his hard work, his achievements, and the career that he has done with the community over these years. So we all have gathered this weekday evening to wish him all the best and thank him for being here with us and being a part of us and always be there for us. Thank you very much, sir. And now I would have Mr. Satish Vemna, coordinator for the evening, to welcome the audience and our chief guest formally. Here you go.
Thank you, Ajay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's my honor to accept the role of coordinator for the farewell reception of Honorable DCM Sudhakar ji. I would like to congratulate Mr. Sudhakar Dalela on taking charge as an Indian ambassador for Royal Kingdom of Bhutan. Thank you, NCIA leadership and Indian Embassy, DC, for making me a part of this event. Thank you all for all the organizations for attending this evening in spite of being a rainy day and a weekday. And a special thanks to Amshad Sharma and Dr. Ravi Kotaji. Thank you all and enjoy the evening.
So I should let you know, Mr. Satish Vemna is one of the strongest pillar of the Telugu community, and he is a great leader of the GWTCS and has been the president of TANA, the largest Telugu organization. And he has also conducted 2 seminars here. In one of those, Mr. Bill Clinton joined, and he is also the founding member of NCIA. So now I would have the president of NCIA, Mrs. Naina Desai, and Mrs. Nilima Vemna to come and welcome our chief guest. We were hoping to have Mrs. Namrata Dalela here, but we are not that lucky to have her company this evening. Convey our regards to her and best wishes to her. And on behalf of her, you please accept the flowers and pass it on to her with our message. Yeah, please come from here. So one is for Mrs. Namrata Dalela. She's not here. She's with us in our hearts and we do miss her. So please convey our greetings to her. May I request Dr. Ravi Kota to please join us on the head table with us. So I would request Naina Desai to say a few words and welcome everybody on behalf of NCAIA, the largest community organization here in the Washington metro area. and also other Indian organizations that have joined hands with NCIA to facilitate this event.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste. It is a great pleasure and privilege to be here at Aditi Restaurant this evening with our Honorable Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India, and many community leaders this evening to wish Mr. Shri Sudhakar Talela all the best in his future assignments. Sudhakarji and his wonderful family endeared themselves to the Indian diaspora and all other that they came in contact with, and because of their friendly nature, obliging manners, and competence in whatever they undertook to do in any official or personal capacity. Again, I wish you good luck and bright future ahead. Thank you. I also have a message from our retired ambassador, Dr. Harsarup Singh, senior advisor of NCIA. Due to his health, he's not able to attend this event. And Dr. Shambhu Banit, he's the national chairman. He's traveling overseas. So they also have sent you good wishes and good luck. Thank you.
No wonder, Sudhakarji, wherever our leaders or community leaders are, they have been thinking of you. Even though Dr. Banik is on a cruise, beautiful cruise to Alaska, he conveyed his best wishes to you, and the same did Dr. Harsarup Singh. So that shows how precious and important you are to all of us here in Washington, D.C. Metro. So now I would request Mr. Sunil Singh, Chairman of NCIA, to come and welcome and introduce some of the guests over here. Mr. Sunil.
Namaste, everybody. His Excellency, Mr. Sudhakar Talela, all the invited guests, a lot of guests today. We want to come, we want to welcome you, join this farewell, and everybody on dais, and all the community leaders here. Most of them are community leaders. There definitely few people has come with them, and they are leaders too. We are grooming them to become community leaders because we instructed us to bring a lot of people. We can try to bring a lot of people. We just started 2-3 days ago. Now we have a lot of like close to 100 people here. I was planning less, but a lot of people come. This is our gold table. And I came here, all the ladies are sitting here. Yes. So please can do that. So, on behalf of the entire Indian community organization and NCIA definitely, I want to wish you all the success in your life. Mr. Talela has been here three positions 3 times. He loves America because less than 30 years of his service, he was here at least 10 years, 1/3 of time. He's not going for a long time, in my opinion. He's going back to basically close to India, close to India, Bhutan. And he will come back soon. And every time he came back, he came at our position. But I don't want to tell the position what we're going to get. Within 1-2 years, he will come back. Now, I generally do it that a lot of organizations and individuals keep helping us. and I cannot call everybody's name, but definitely I will invite those who are not speaking. At least recognize those who are not speaking, and I call your name. Please raise your hand, at least everybody can see. First, I will start from embassy side. Anshu Sharma ji, our new leader. बोलने वाले हैं, कभी भी speak anywhere. धनंजय तिवारी जी, राजीव आहूजा जी, कुमार जी, yes, State Bank of India. If you want to send some money to India, contact him. Vasu ji, Vasu Ravi ji, Secretary POI. Saki Bindiyal ji. Now I want to recognize some community leaders. Sudha ji, current president of GWPC. I missed few people's name. Don't mind, staff, I missed a few others. Kavita ji. And but I know you are leader, so don't mind it. Satya Mani ji, Jawar, past president of GWPC, somewhere. He is now very active in NCIA. Mukund Nagase ji, Mukund Nagase खड़े हो जाओ. So Mukund Nagase ji, he might become president first time. Long time ago, I'm talking 10-15 years ago, he became secretary. And there were only 2 people. Actually, there were 8 of 10 people. Satish was there too, but nobody showed up in the meeting. What I used to do every week, I called Mukund to send an email. अगर कोई आता तो नहीं क्यों भिजवाते हो भेज दो. But what we did is I keep calling people every meeting, one extra person comes, and now you can see where we are. We can do party tomorrow, we can have 150 people, 100 people easily. This all credit go to Mukund. Vinod Thomas was the next president after me. Nobody wanted me to leave, but I found something in Vinod Thomas. I said, Vinod should be the next president and then became president after 3 years. Anyway, Vinay Ranjan ji is the president of Rana DC chapter. Balbir Johar ji, Sardar ji kahin ho gaye? Ya udhar. Ratan Singh ji Sardar Baltimore Gurdwara ke head rahe hain aur support of NCI was telling someone any program I do, I just call him 500 de dena 1000 de dena 200 de dena. He never said no, so invite kitna chahiye. And with Ratan Singh, Dalbir Singh ji there, Gurinder Singh secretary. Sadiq Kurhati ji is the, he belongs to Kannada Kaveri Association. What is wrote my wife name? When Manju Singh को कभी recognize नहीं करता the first time I do because अभी जानती रहती हूँ. Importance. Now I started keep doing after this program. I become successful in everything. But she keep pulling my leg on the time though. So Padma Gupta ji, I just want to let everybody know she is working for NCI for a long time. Any program you do, she will go 2 hours early, she will do all the decoration, everything. I thought this is time to recognize her. Here is the performance. Dr. to see your wife of Dr. Yogan Gupta. वो भी इधर आ रहे थे अपने आप को आपको नहीं कर रहे थे. Okay, Mannava Subbarao, UCR Chairman, Ambassador Pradeep Kapoor ji. विष्णु दत्ता क्या नाम है जयराम actually I should know you. He interviewed me, he publicized me everywhere. I remember Vishnu ji, not Datta. Mangu ji is here somewhere. श्रीधर नागरेड्डी जी चल रहे हैं कुछ दिन पहले बुचना बुजोला बुचना is a big leader. He is for a long time very smart. He know how to handle people. He can see him everywhere. I cannot get Buchna is there. Anywhere I go, Buchna is there. And last but very important, Shekhar Tiwari ji. Shekhar Tiwari ji is one of the very senior leader like Dr. Bani, maybe before that. And Shekhar Tiwari ji was a good friend of Dr. Bihari Vajpayee ji. When he was Prime Minister, he used to call him, not every day, but almost at least a week or twice a week they used to talk. We were very close to him. We used to wear dhoti and kurta like Dr. Bihari ji. After his death, they stopped wearing the pants. I don't see him anymore in dhoti kurta, dhoti kurta jacket. Obviously, but you want to speak. Hello? Listen, I said in the beginning, I'm calling the name of those who are not speaking. Whomsoever will speak, you understand some time too long anyway. I don't know. And there are some, the Beaver community president, I forgot, Srinivas. Srinivas is the Beaver community. Railway Association Beaver committee. Oh, Babu Rao is current. He's the founding president. Okay. So Babu Rao is the senior leader also. Me and Babu Rao started in ICCC long time ago. Remember? Oh yeah. Yeah, Babu Rao is the senior leader too, and I might forget few people. Or नितिन को तो मैं परिचय कराया था मेजर साहब से लगता है yeah very important person राज चुड़ासमा जी अगर कोई पैसा नहीं दिया है तो पहले पकड़ लेना राज चुड़ासमा जी somewhere I don't know where he is our treasurer money.
What is he saying? You know,
thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. We invited in one call, ready, and I want to thank again all of you.
Thank you very much, Sunilji, for making this evening so light and enjoyable. This is like a family function for us all, and we all feel part of a bigger extended family. And so the love and frankness goes a long ways over here. So now I would request Dr. Alok Shrivastava to come and formally introduce Sudhakar Dalela ji. Dr. Alok Shrivastava is a prominent community leader and is associated with Rajdhani Mandir. And he is also associated with United Hindu Jain Temple for the policy, public policies, and he is also associated with NCAIA. As I said, he would be introducing our chief guest, His Excellency Honorable Sudhakar Dalela ji, outgoing DCM of Indian Embassy. I would request to have a seat before he does the honors of introducing our DCM. Before we go for the formal introduction by Alokji, there is a little change in plan, and we would request Dr. Ravi Kotaji, who is Minister Economics, and he happens to be the batchmate of Sudhakarji. So maybe we can have some informal insight into his journey and his personal side and whatever Dr. Kota feels comfortable sharing, so that Sudhakarji doesn't scold him later on. So it would be an honor.
Namaskar, good evening. Thank you so much for this opportunity. In fact, I had the economic wing, and he is my Deputy Chief of Mission, Ambassador Sudhakar Dalela. So I was, when Sunil Singh ji was asking me to speak, and I said that some official things then I can speak. Had I been asked in my embassy to speak about him, I would have spoken, but it's a community kind of an event. So in fact, Anshul Sharma ji should have spoken. Then he saying, नहीं आप उनका बैट्समैन है, कुछ बदमाशी किया तो बोल सकते हैं. So, but I can say one thing, whatever I knew, we were almost now 29, 30 years together as batchmates and friends. In Telugu, locally we say one thing. हिंदी में या इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करेंगे तो रामू इज ए गुड बॉय. रामू एक अच्छा बालक है. तेलुगु में बोलते हैं रामू अच्छी बालक. So he is, I mean, he personifies that. So there is no way I can talk about those things what you would have done. I think I have to ask his better half. So I mean, if you have anyone very ideal kind of a person, when I say person working in the government, a great human being and outstanding officer, it is a rare combination. You won't have, and Ambassador Sudhakar Dalela is that kind of a person. And you know, the embassy, Indian Embassy in Washington DC is the biggest mission abroad for the country, anywhere in India, anywhere in the world. And also he was called by our ambassador from Chicago. He was the CZ in Chicago, and he came in the middle of, I think just first few days of the pandemic, he had to join here. So, you know, two very challenging kind of a combination of things happened in US. One is pandemic, and second one is the change in the administration. Change in the administration in the US government, you would have seen the kind of change. Every time 4 years government changes, but the kind of change this time you have would have seen, and its impact on India and maintaining India's relations is something. Though ambassador is there, but all hard work and I mean all his hands on the job generally falls on the responsibility of the Deputy Chief of Mission. So Ambassador Sudhakar Dalela had, I mean, every bit of it, he did it so well and so hardworking, so diligent. So sometimes one-on-one basis, even today morning also I was telling him, I am from Indian Administrative Service, he is from Foreign Service. So I think his training on diplomacy and to read papers and to draft the letters and write it and the nuances is far better trained than person like me. We are trying to by hook or to deliver the things. So that's why I call myself as a 19-20 kind of a person. 19-20 पे काम हो जाना चाहिए. So he is a 20-20 kind of a person. For no, he sees everything. I mean, there is no file, no letter, and he has such a keen eye to the details, and he is very thorough with his work, and he is completely no nonsense kind of a person. That, I mean, that's nothing on official work. I mean, rather I should say that no, we generally call work is worship. So he believes in that in practice. So we are very happy. I mean, he was there, and as you all are wishing, and Mr. Sunil Singh mentioned that again, you all may, I may not see, I mean, next year I will go back, but you are all there permanent in US, so you will perhaps see, God willing, he may come back, but and for the last 30 years he has been doing very unique kind of a job. Indian diplomat used to be there, and he was in the World Trade Organization, and he was in very complex kind of missions. So he worked in Delhi in the ministry also. He worked in Prime Minister's office. So he did whatever the important elements in a typical diplomat dreams to do, or all kind of challenges. Very seasoned and mature kind of an officer. We were all happy and to get an opportunity to work with him here. And for me, I mean, it was a big loss. I was telling him today morning that many of our colleagues will miss him, but no one would miss as much as I would miss him, because he's my friend, batchmate, and also deputy speaker. I wish him all the best, and formally also, and thank you so much, because I know that at such a short notice on Monday evening, so many people assembling here shows kind of the love and respect you have for him, and I think that will also add blessings to his life and career. And thank you so much, and for organizing this.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kota, for sharing the insight into his hard work and diligence that he has put into improving India-US relationship. And as an IFS officer, as you know, you clearly mentioned, he has delivered excellent. And Washington, D.C. is not a new place to him, and it will never be when he comes back in a new role. We all are very excited and wishing him all the best for that. So, but currently, like now, he would be going into not heaven, but heaven on land. Bhutan, as we all know, it's a most clean country. They do only organic farming. And when Modi ji initiated that happening Gujarat in 2015, Bhutan Naresh came there, and he was carrying a cotton dress, and there he was very fond of the dress and saying it can store things, and he took out books out of that, and he was inviting everybody to Bhutan. So if Sudhakarji permits, we would like to visit him there, and to fulfill the Bhutan Naresh's wish, and our own adding one of the cutting one of the items from our bucket list. So now, as we are getting into the informal details, I would request Mr. Binoy Thomas to continue with the details. He's a leader from the Kerala Association, and he has known Sudhakar Narelaji for long, since they both have been in Washington, D.C. here for a long time.
Honorable DCM, friends, good evening. I stand here with mixed emotions. I am sad, a good friend of mine, and a diplomat I admire a lot is leaving us. But I am happy that he is pursuing a professional career advancement opportunity. So congratulations. I am more happier that he is going to the most happiest country in the world, especially the Himalayan region. I can just say one of the most cleanest, most beautiful Himalayan country. I believe Bhutan is the only one country in the world which prioritizes national happiness or but I believe it's only one country in the world which measures its progress based on the national happiness, while all the other countries measures it on the gross national product. So there are so many things to be happy about, given your assignment. So I got acquainted with Mr. Talela during his previous stint here. And ever since he came from Chicago to Washington as a DC, and we talked about going for lunch, which never materialized. So when I heard that he's leaving, I thought I would be here. And I am sure that's the case with many of you. While he was here as the Minister of the Political Wing, I was the President of MCIE, and at the same time, I was the National General Secretary of Federation of Minority Associations. And that was one of the time we had a lot of issues with the vendor, embassy contractor of the consular services. And anytime the community there is a need, so the leader was always there to help out. And one particular incident I always remember, as the General Secretary of Federation of Minority Associations, we were planning for our biannual convention in a cruise ship. As you know, then Ambassador Rao has roots to Kerala. So then I asked her, Ambassador, can you join us? He said, I cannot be in the ship for 5 days, I will be in Washington. But I don't mind come to New York and do the inauguration before you guys leave from the port. So she was set to come, and 3 days before the convention, the ship, the cruise liner called me and said that there is a problem. We need the ambassador's passport and some information because anyone entering into the ship from the port need to be paid. Then I thought it's all. I don't know what to do. If the ambassador is going to give me a copy of her passport, I was not sure. So I called Mr. Talela. You know what he said? No problem. In an hour, he emailed me the scanned full copy of Ambassador Rao's passport. I still remember that. There are 200,000 Indian Americans in the Washington metropolitan area. We have several traditions. And one of our traditions is to welcome every diplomat coming to Washington and bid farewell like today while they are leaving. And during that time, we make certain predictions. When Arun Kumar Singh was leaving to France, then DC, we predicted that he is going to come back here as India's ambassador. He did. When Taranjit Singh Sandhu was leaving to Sri Lanka as India's High Commissioner, or he was recent here, we predicted that he is going to come back here. So I was just, while I was driving here, I was just doing some comparison. You know, Ambassador Sandhu was here as Minister of the Political Wing. Then he came here as the DC. Then he went to Sri Lanka as the High Commissioner. He came back here as the ambassador. Mr. Talela, the last week, he was the Minister of Political Affairs. Now he is the DC. And he's going to Southeast Asia, just like Sri Lanka, to Bhutan, another neighboring country. So I think the stars are aligned for him to come back. That's my wish for you, sir. And with that note, I want to say that I am not saying goodbye. This subcommittee is not saying goodbye, but we want to say see you later.
So we will see you soon instead of see you later, very soon. So next we have Rajaram Srinivasan from Tamil Association. He would like to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Srinivasan, and we'll say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks NCAA for organizing this great event. My name is Rajaram Srinivasan, past president of Tamil Association. And on behalf of Tamil Association, I thank our Honorable Ambassador, Mrs. Lalita Elaji, for all your support and your presence at the 10th conference at the Chicago event. And we have an excellent team of embassy officials who has been a great support to our community. And thanks for everything that you all do. And wish you all the best for your future. As everybody said, we would like to see you back here in DC very soon. I wish you all the best on behalf of Indian diaspora. I'd like to present this out to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Srinivasanji, for conveying your blessings and best wishes for the outgoing this year. And now I would have Dr. Alok Srivastava to formally introduce our chief guest.
Thank you. It's an honor for me actually to introduce Ambassador Dalila. Also a sad moment, little sad moment for us that we're not able to welcome him formally when he came here, but now we are giving a farewell to him, all because of COVID. Some of you may have attended the event at the embassy, and Ambassador Sandhu said one word that what he knows in the past history, Ambassador Dalila was the best DCM in Washington, and that says by itself, because he himself was a DCM, and it's so nice to hear from a person who served on the same position, and he gave the acknowledgement that he was better than him, that shows how popular he was. And personally, in my observation, he's always very focused and problem solver and humble. I'm so impressed by him. I don't have to tell much about his distinguished diplomatic career. As the earlier speaker said, he was selected by the Prime Minister's office, which is a very unique identification that to work in the Prime Minister's office, and that during a crucial time of Doklam problem with China, in Bhutan. And many behind the scene, they know that he was the instrumental in solving the Doklam problem over there with China. Besides that, he is a very distinguished career and very diversified. He worked for the World Trade Organization, so he has the interest and experience with dealing with the financial and economic matters. He also served in a different position as a joint secretary for Nepal and Bhutan and all that, Southeast Asia, so he's very much familiar with that. And you may know that by education, he's an electronic engineer. He studied masters at the IIT Delhi, so you can see how capable he is in the technical field too. One most important point I want to say that for us, for Americans, there is no embassy in Bhutan. There is no US embassy in Bhutan. They all go through the Delhi. And interestingly, Bhutan borders a country which is in adversary with us, with USA as well as with India. So we have a very keen interest what's going on over there. And because there's no US embassy in Bhutan, so Ambassador Dalila is actually our ambassador over there too, and he will look after to our interest. As my earlier speaker said, he served in USA before, not only as a minister, political affairs at a DCM, but also as a consul general in Chicago, which is an added field experience he had. So he's one of the most suitable person to come back in Washington as an ambassador. So that's all I have to say, and I request Ambassador Dalila to please come and say a few words with our community over here. Thank you.
Good evening. It's quite overwhelming and very generous of our friend from the community to say what they've just said. To begin with, I would like to first of all thank the chairman of the NCAIA, Mr. Sunil Singh and Mrs. Singh, and everybody, the board member, the office bearer of the NCAIA for bringing the entire community together, different organizations in the DMV area for this evening. I truly thank all of you for inviting me and my colleagues from the embassy today to meet up. I in particular thank Satish ji for taking the trouble of reaching out to all of you, who is all the president of the NCAIA, Mr. Padma Gupta, and many of our community leaders who are present this evening. Of course, Sunil Singh ji instrumental in keeping our community well knit and together in the given area. I'm not sure that I deserve all these accolades and generous words by all the community leaders, but what I would say is that for to be able to be successful deputy chief of mission, you need to have 3 or 4 basic ingredients. And the first and foremost is to have an ambassador who has trust and confidence in his deputy. So I would like to begin by thanking my ambassador, Ambassador Singh Sandhu, for his leadership, vision for this partnership, and for being with us and guiding us, his entire team in the embassy, and to promote and strengthen the bonds of friendship between India and US. I think without his leadership, without his guidance, and without his very broad sort of vision for this relationship, which is tremendous experience, I don't think we would have achieved the successes that many of you spoke about in terms of COVID challenges or transition and the administration here, or formation of the Quad, or pushing our partnership forward across all sectors. Second thing I would say is that no deputy can be successful if he doesn't have a good team of officers and staff working with him. And I was so lucky and privileged to have a very excellent, wonderful team of colleagues and friends in the embassy, heading different wings, consular wing, community affairs wing, economic wing, commerce wing, and many other wings in the embassy. And I think I would like to thank at this opportunity to my colleagues also for their support and partnership and deep commitment to strengthening the US partnership. I'm truly touched by what my colleague and very dear friend, Dr. Ravi Kutta mentioned about me. Of course, as I said, we've grown together in service for over 3 decades, and we have seen both of us grow in service. But I'm deeply touched by his very generous words for me and my family. And thank you, Ravi, for your warm words. It's really very, very overwhelming to listen from you. He himself is a very outstanding officer in the Indian Military Services. It was very, very fortunate for me to have somebody like Ravi in the embassy whom I can go and consult on matters where I'm stuck. And we discuss, consult each other, and go to Ambassador to seek final advice from him. So thank you very much, Ravi. I have many other colleagues, Anshul, Shachi, Vasu, Dr. Ranjit Tiwari, Rajiv with me. So they represent the embassy, they interact with you, and I'm deeply grateful to everybody in the embassy for supporting the vision of our ambassador and our government to really deepen this friendship between India and US. Apart from these 2 basic ingredients that I mentioned, you have to have friends and partners in the countries where you are serving. And in US, I mean to say friends and interlocutors in the administration, friends and interlocutors at the Capitol Hill, in business community, in arts, literature, film, you name a sector, and you need to have people who are willing to work with you and try to promote and pursue bonds of friendship and strengthen partnership. And I must say, in US, we found the entire embassy team found very, very forthcoming interlocutors in the administration across the aisle and in different departments and in different walks of life. And one key ingredient of this sort of, as I said, interlocutors and friends in US is our Indian American community. And you know, I have served, as many people have mentioned, for over 6-7 years in US. I have served in Chicago as Consul General, and I have had a chance to travel across US to different cities. And one thing that I've heard everywhere I've gone, from mayor to senator to congressman to governor to business leader, is the contribution of Indian American community. And I think that gives us tremendous pride as representing my country in different places. And I think it gives us a lot of motivation, a lot of inspiration that our community is doing so well. And you name a sector again, it is medicine to engineering to service industry to hospitality industry, travel, tourism, real estate, you name a sector, and you will find in every small town in US, a connect with India. And this strong Indian diaspora is the real strength of India-US partnership. So I would like to salute and applaud all of you who have gathered here today, who represent our community. Not everybody is here, of course, in this room. We have over 4 million strong Indian diaspora in US. But I would like to really applaud all of you who are present here for your helping hand, for your role, for your sort of for achievements in strengthening and pushing this partnership forward. I don't think without your help, without your assistance, without your partnership and cooperation, we would have achieved what we've achieved today. I think today, India-US partnership, of course, is very multidimensional. You name a sector, from energy to commerce to trade to technology to health to agriculture to science and technology to space. You name a sector, and we have very strong, robust cooperation going between our two countries. And in the last 2 years only, we have seen the formation of Quad. We had our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, come visit US in September last year. We have tremendous level of activity and exchanges at the highest level, at official level. And I think we are doing our best, along with all of you, to really deepen our cooperation with the US across all sectors. I think the trajectory of this partnership is very positive, upward looking, and I really see this partnership to be limitless, to have tremendous growth in the coming days, weeks, and months and years. There is a strong political commitment from both sides. There is a strong support for this partnership across political aisle, both in US and India. And as I said, the strong Indian diaspora is the real strength of this partnership. And once again, I take this opportunity to thank all of you for that sort of solidarity and for giving us that strength in the mission to be able to achieve and to be able to push the envelope and push the boundaries of our cooperation between our two large open democracies and societies. So I think with these words, Sunilji, I would like to once again thank all of you to come Monday evening to meet, to greet us, to sort of bid farewell to me. I have enjoyed every bit of my stay in Washington, DC. Thanks to support of all of my friends. And I see many of my friends here. I know Dr. Shambhu Banik is not here and Professor Harsharup Singh is not here, but do convey my regards to him. I've known them over a decade now. But I see many, many old friends like Binoy Thomas, Dr. Gupta, many of our peer colleagues were here with whom I have had a chance to work very, very closely in the last 10 years serving in the US. So I once again thank you all for coming together today. I'm so happy to see our Telugu community, our Tamil community, Karnataka, from Uttar Pradesh, from Bihar, coming together. It's the diversity of India. And thanks to really the president of the NCAIA for taking this leadership and keeping our community together. And I've seen our community in action. I must say last thing before I conclude. See our community in action during COVID crisis. We have seen difficult times in the last 2.5 years. But during COVID time, the manner in which our community leaders, our community organization came forward, not only to help Indian nationals, Indian students, but also their local communities in US. It was quite sort of, I must say, remarkable. And I once again salute my community organization for their commitment to public life, commitment to social life, commitment to community service. It is all about community service. And I'll forever remember that. So many thanks, Sunil Singh ji, for this opportunity. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate your affection of all of you here today and the respect that you're giving me, and me means the embassy. And we are fully committed to working with the community here. We are at your disposal 24/7 to assist you, to take counsel from you and see how best we can perform to again build bridges of friendship between India and US. I'm quite optimistic. The future of our partnership is very bright, and I'm absolutely confident with the help of all of you, we'll continue to make positive strides in our partnership. Thank you very much for coming.
A lot of people willing to come to Bhutan. I told them come within a year, otherwise you might leave. By the time you come back. So
thank you,
some of us might see you in Bhutan also.
Thank you, Sudhakar-ji, for your kind words. As a community, we feel privileged to work with the elite officers of the Indian Embassy And we do take inspiration from our leadership in India and the best of the officers who are here and across the world. Thank you again. Thank you for making us part of the mission representing India over here and doing your best in building the partnership. Next in the agenda, I would request Kripa Singh and Shashi Agarwal to come and gift a plaque memento to Sudhakarji. Satish Mehta, please join us. Padma Gupta ji, Naina ji, Dr. Yugandhar Gupta. Surekha Jadoo ji, Satya Mane, Ratan Singh ji. Please join us here on the stage. Sudha ji. Upandagashi ji, Ratan Singh ji, please join us. Binoy Thomas. Nilima ji, please join us. Manju ji, Abayani. Manju ji, naam. Raj Chudasma ji. Nothing without a treasure. Please join us. Kripaji, please read the plaque. Yes. Yeah.
So everyone already gave a lot of congratulations for the new journey, and everyone applaud that what he and how he has done with us in Washington DC, and we are now listening to come back soon, as soon as, and we will be just waiting for putting the hall and getting the party. So here is the but I want to just present to Mr. Dalala, presented to Ambassador Sudhakar Dalala, an out-attending diplomat who admirably carried out his assignment as the Deputy Chief of Mission, Embassy of India in Washington DC, USA. Honorable Dalala is excelling in his eminent duties to promote India's interests, to advance friendly relations between US and India, and steering diplomatic efforts towards enhancing global peace and prosperity. We extend our best wishes for Sri Dalala's Indian Foreign Service career. Signed by Ms. Naina Desai, President, Mr. Satish Vemna, Coordinator, Mr. Sunil Singh, Chairman, Dr. Yugandhar Gupta, Vice Chairman, Mr. Kripa Singh, Past President, Dr. Harsharup Singh, Senior Advisor. Dr. Harsharup Singh is not here due to his health issue, but he is always there with us in this kind of event. So he was on phone also conveying his blessing. Thank you very much.
Present the plaque.
Now, Telugu community, Washington DC Cultural Services, and the Tana, please come forward to the Shah. One by one, all of you can All Telugu community and Tana. Next forward by Kerala, Tamil, Kannada. Please move forward.
Rest of the people who are not part of the organization, please move back and give room to the group.
All GWDs is easy, please no.
Request others to take their seats. Please give some room to other people.
I would like to request all GWDCS executive committee members, please come forward and let's congratulate Jakarji.
Don't come here.
Hurry up, hurry up. Yeah.
I would request now Dr. Yogendra Gupta to convey a vote of thanks on behalf of NCIA. As you know, Dr. Yogendra Gupta is a prominent community leader and he has served the Indian community for over 25 years here in Washington DC metro area. Dr. Yogendra Gupta.
While we are talking,
अंकुर जी एक ही बात दे देंगे
I have 2 words, please. Can you please say that, please?